I didn't ask to be homeless. I didn't ask to have 4 kids and to be a single parent. But if you stick around for these next few clips, you will get a better understanding of who I am and a little bit of my backstory, because trust me when I say it's not even the half. So stick around for this next few clips.
Something worse would have happened.
Benjamin Seedorf was with his 4 children on Saturday when suddenly he heard what he described as blood-curdling screams coming from outside his home near 12th and Van Brunt.
She screaming, help me, just somebody please help me, over and over.
Security video shows him running out his front door with his registered 9mm and toward the intersection.
Their vehicle is actually the silver one sitting right here.
You can't see much of what happens next because a tree is blocking the car, but a police report details a brutal attack involving Alaric Williams and the mother of his 3 children who were also in the car and saw her beaten. Williams is accused of violently grabbing the victim, forcefully shoving her back into his car, and strangling her until she lost consciousness.
As I get closer to the vehicle, I notice that her top's ripped off. She has no shirt on. Her bra's half off.
Seedorf approached the car with his gun pointed at Williams and told him to get out and down on the ground.
He put the car in park. At that time, I knew he was going to start to comply, and I didn't have to go any further.
Police arrested Williams a short time later. Seedorf says he was shocked no one else in the area tried to intervene.
Not one single person at that intersection tried to help.
But Scott Mason with Rosebrooks, a center that offers shelter and services for domestic violence victims, says you don't always need to physically get involved to help.
Intervene also means call 911. And tell them what the situation is. Intervening also means recording information with your cell phone so that you can turn it into the police.
Still, Seedorf believes bystanders' lack of action is a reflection of where we are as a society.
We need to help each other.
This year, we've already had 19 lives lost to domestic violence in Kansas City.
Over the past month, we've shared the voices of those working on solutions.
The court is constantly innovating programming to try to address it. What we see so far is that it's working.
And those learning from their mistakes.
I just feel more enlightened about a lot of stuff from going to the class.
As we conclude our series, we're listening to those who live with the effects of domestic violence every day.
It really puts fear in us that we may leave our children without mothers.
I'm back where I started our domestic violence awareness series more than a month ago, inside the municipal courthouse, outside the DV courtroom. I'm Megan Abundis, and this time I'm focusing on the stories of survivors, what it takes to get to this point and walk in that room.
Opening the door, acknowledging you're a victim is only the half of it. In the courtroom, prosecutor Brianna Zavadil has one goal:
to get justice for the victims.
I am Tiara Thompson. I am a mother of 4, and I am a survivor of domestic violence.
Tiara sat down with me. Her abuser has been in and out of incarceration over the years.
They go to jail, they get out the next day. You go to court, they still might get out.
She says it's a cycle of file a police report, court, and worry.
When I was shot, the moment was surreal. I was really happy that it was my leg and nothing else. Each time he got out, it got worse and worse.
While Tiara's abuser faced state charges in the shooting, Bree helped prosecute his multiple city violations of protection orders and assault cases.
We were able to secure convictions, and he was incarcerated for a period of time.
You could see it, they want to do so much, but they're limited.
Limited in max punishment, just 6 months since it's a municipal, not a state charge.
Unfortunately, he may be getting out in December.
It really puts fear in us that we may leave our children without mothers.
Now, Bree submitted Tiara's cases to the Jackson County prosecutor for review. That office is now investigating.
I understand that it's extremely frustrating for victims to not have the accountability that they need, but also the safety that they need to plan their whole life in just a 6-month period and where they're going to go.
You need to strategize, make a safety plan. Have code words with your children, have code words with people, your support system.
Bree knows how hard this is, but says Tiara sharing her story is the key to getting more victims and survivors to come forward.
Does the court process work?
I think it does. I think that we have an overwhelming amount of people in our courtroom, and so it's not perfect, but we secure justice for our survivors, and we see the relief that it gives them.
It's truly up to the judges. It's truly up to the laws being changed. It's truly up to the police officers and what they put into the police reports.
Megan Abundis, KSHB 41 News.
Thank you so much, Megan. If you're a victim of domestic violence or know someone that is, there is help available. The Domestic Violence Hotline is currently available 24/7, and you can visit them online at hotline.org. You can also call the following number, 1-800.
Victims like Tiara Thompson know what it's like to hear that.
There is no safety net for victims that are currently going through abuse. The biggest problem is there's a lack of shelters. There's a lack of emergency funding for victims that need an escape plan.
A survivor of 15 years of abuse.
It's a miracle that I didn't make it out of it.
The prosecutor's office recently filed felony charges connected to Tiara's case. Prosecutors charged her ex-partner for stalking and violating a protection order. He's being held on an $80,000 cash bond.
It's the safest that I felt during this whole process. He's always managed to get on house arrest and violate.
We've told Tiara's story before. Non-fatal domestic violence cases are no longer just a municipal offense in Jackson County. Police are referring more cases to the prosecutor's office, and there was a 16% increase in the office filing charges in 2025.
Their voices are being heard, that action is being taken, and that change is happening. It is disheartening when a survivor reaches out for help, identifies there's a problem, and feels that they are stuck.
Prosecutor Melissa Johnson said her office is intervening earlier. She sent a statement saying, "Officers know we are serious about holding domestic abusers accountable. Our partnership is stronger than ever, and survivors are feeling safer coming forward." Before a person even gets to a shelter like Newhouse.
Those police reports is what follows the abusers to the courtroom.
Survivors know how hard it is to tell their story.
Guaranteed he gotten out and I was still in state, I would not be here talking to you guys today.
The other part of the process is getting all the systems working together to hear them. Alyssa Jackson, KSHB 41 News.